Before I got married to my wife, one of the promises I made to her was that I would always open the car door whenever she wanted to enter or come out of the car. We dated for 1 year and 6 months before we got married. And during that entire period, I never failed to keep that promise. I was always ahead of my game because I loved my wife so much. I had never seen a woman who made my heart leap the way she did. Even months after our wedding, I was still consistently opening the door as I had promised. As long as I was around, I would always open and close the door for my wife, no matter where we were. I was never ashamed to do my duty because I had made a promise. But the devil is a fool. He sent Jerry, my good friend, to test me. One day at work during our lunch break, after seeing how I always opened and closed the car door for my wife at church, Jerry got upset. He suddenly said,
"Simp!"
I turned around to see who he was talking about.
Don't you know people are beginning to talk about you and your nonsense of opening and closing the car door for your wife? I don't even have peace at home again because of your simping. In fact, most of the ladies at work and in church are starting to talk down on you. They now call you a weak man. Has she bewitched you? Woman rapper.
Before I could say anything, Jerry left without finishing his food. I sat there for a while before returning to the hospital. I began to look at all the nurses, trying to see who was talking about me. My wife often came to visit me at the hospital, but luckily for me, she didn't come that whole week. At the same time, I was glad because it strengthened my decision to listen to my friend. The following week, my wife called to tell me she was coming to see me.
Hello, love. My love, I'm on an emergency call now. I won't be able to have lunch with you today. I'm really sorry.
When I said it, she calmly replied, Baby, is it that serious? May God help you save the patient. A cold ran through my body. She was my greatest encourager. She had helped me to save more patients than my hands and skill alone ever could. And here I was, letting something as small as opening and closing a car door become a problem. But my pride still whispered, no, my homeboy is right. I can't be simping over a woman just because she is my wife. Then Sunday came, and as usual, we went to church together. Without thinking, I opened the door for my wife. We were almost late, so I did it quickly and unconsciously. It was only after we got inside the church that I realized I had messed up. I started looking around to see if anyone was watching. Yes, they were, especially Jerry and his wife. I felt embarrassed and ashamed, so I strengthened my decision never to open the door for her again. My wife noticed my mood and quietly said,
Baby, cheer up. You look unsettled.
I adjusted my face, but in my heart, I said, Woman, you can't stop this decision. After church, while I was speaking to an elderly woman whose blood pressure was high because of her son's misbehavior, my wife went to the car by herself before I got there. When I arrived and saw that she was already inside, I felt happy. It seems like God was on my side. There was no reason for me to open the door anymore. Jerry was right, I thought. We drove home, discussed the service, and even stopped at Domino's to buy pizza and Cold Stone ice cream. When we got home, I quickly ran out of the car and went inside just to avoid opening the door for my wife. I expected her to calmly get out and follow me inside, but she didn't. She stayed there. I pretended not to notice. I took a shower. She was still there. 30 minutes later, I remembered the pizza and the ice cream and went back outside,
My love, why are
waiting for
you
you
still
to
here?
open the door and carry me along. As long as you are here, my brain is programmed to wait for you to open the door. My heart shattered. I carried her out of the car and took her inside, apologizing repeatedly. I told her how sorry I was for failing her. That was the last time I ever allowed anyone's opinion to shake my promise. I made a promise and I will keep it. One true mark of a good man is that his word is his bond. What Jerry does not know is that I suffer from insomnia due to years of medical study and practice. My wife is the only one who knows how to help me sleep without taking pills. She has never failed for a single day. She does not sleep until I have slept. As long as I am home, my wife makes sure I rest before she does. I forgot to add, she ate her share of the pizza. My God, this woman. And my cold stone became liquid. Moral of the story: don't let the lies of Jerry makes you drink ice cream instead of liquid.